Recent joint statements by 8 Arab Islamic countries have clearly highlighted our shared concern over Israel's continued violations of the ceasefire and its attempts to impose unlawful sovereignty, expand settlements, and enforce a new legal and administrative reality in the occupied West Bank. Excellencies, Pakistan strongly condemns the latest illegal measures taken by Israel to convert areas of the occupied West Bank into so-called state property. These unlawful actions reflect an annexationist and expansionist mindset bereft of any regard for international law or humanitarian norms. Pakistan remains fully engaged as part of the group of 8 Arab Islamic countries to secure a permanent and sustainable ceasefire, immediate start of reconstruction, and a credible, time-bound political pathway towards an independent Palestinian state. Excellencies, as an elected member of the UN Security Council, Pakistan remains at the forefront in advancing the Palestinian cause and will continue to do so at all UN bodies, OIC, and other multilateral platforms. In view of the serious gravity of the situation, we need to collectively ensure, first, an immediate reversal of all Israeli measures aimed at de facto annexation of the occupied Palestinian territory, including West Bank, which constitutes a red line for any just resolution of the issue of Palestine. Second, full respect for and protection of the historic and legal status quo at all holy sites, including Holy Al-Aqsa Mosque. Third, an immediate end to all forms of displacement, demographic manipulation, and collective punishment of the Palestinian brothers and sisters throughout the occupied Palestinian territory. Fourth, full and faithful implementation of the UN Security Council Resolution 2803, including strict adherence to the ceasefire in Gaza. Fifth, immediate commencement of reconstruction of the recovery of Gaza, reconstruction and recovery of Gaza with full Palestinian ownership and a central role of the Palestinian Authority. Sixth, accountability for war crimes and violations of international humanitarian law. And finally, a credible, irreversible, and time-bound political horizon leading to the establishment of an independent, sovereign, and contiguous state of Palestine on the basis of 1967 borders with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital in accordance with relevant UN and OIC resolutions. Excellencies, it is in pursuit of these objectives that Pakistan, as part of the group of 8 Arab Islamic countries, has joined the Board of Peace as endorsed by UN Security Council Resolution 2803. It is in pursuit of these objectives that Pakistan, as part of the group of 8 Arab Islamic countries, has joined the Board of Peace as endorsed by UN Security Council Resolution 2803. The Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif, participated in the inaugural meeting of the Board of Peace held in Washington, D.C. on 19th of February and reaffirmed Pakistan's firm commitment and principled position on the Palestinian issue. Ahead of the inaugural meeting of the Board of Peace, I also participated on 18th of February in the high-level meeting of the UN Security Council on the Middle East, including Palestine, and placed on record the detailed elaboration of Pakistan's principled position on Palestine. Excellencies, Pakistan reiterates its strong condemnation of the inflammatory remarks recently made by the United States Ambassador to Israel, suggesting that it would be acceptable for Israel to exercise control over territories belonging to the Arab states, including the occupied West Bank. Pakistan's position has also been expressed jointly with 14 Arab Islamic countries, the OIC, the League of Arab States, and the Gulf Cooperation Council. Such statements, like the US Ambassador in Israel, are irresponsible, deeply concerning, and condemnable. These are also inconsistent with international law and the UN Charter, undermine the sovereignty of the Arab states, and seriously risk further emboldening of similar illegal actions by Israel. Excellencies, at a time when initiatives like the Board of Peace and the comprehensive plan to end the Gaza's conflict seek to restore hope and chart a credible political horizon, remarks of this nature directly contradict those objectives and weaken collective diplomatic efforts. Pakistan stands firmly with its brotherly Arab nations in defending their territorial integrity and will continue to strongly oppose any attempt to legitimize occupation or alter internationally recognized borders by force. Excellencies, the parallels between the occupied Palestinian territories and Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir are stark and undeniable. Indian occupation forces continue to unleash terror in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir with systematic human rights violations and demographic manipulation designed to make Kashmiri brothers and sisters a minority in their own homeland. We appreciate the strong, unwavering support that the OIC has always supported to our Kashmiri brothers and sisters. Nevertheless, we urge the OIC to step up its efforts for a just resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute. Excellencies, brothers and sisters, Pakistan stands ready to contribute to all diplomatic initiatives, including the comprehensive Gaza peace plan, the Board of Peace, the high-level conference on the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine and the global alliance for the two-state solution in pursuit of a just, lasting and comprehensive peace in the Middle East. Pakistan's support for the Palestinians' right to self-determination and the establishment of an independent, viable and contiguous state of Palestine based on 1967 borders and Quds al-Sharif, its capital, is unwavering and permanent, inshallah. Excellencies, brothers and sisters, this is a defining moment for the Muslim Ummah. The Palestinian people need concrete measures to end their sufferings and to secure liberation from Israeli occupation. Pakistan, along with its brotherly OIC countries, stand ready to rise to this challenge with unity, resolve and purpose, inshallah. I thank you all. God bless you.
जद्दा में OIC की खुसूसी एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी के वजारती इजलास से आपने मुलाजा फरमाया। नायब वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इसहाक़ डार खिताब कर रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा कि इसराइल की जारियत को कबूल नहीं किया जाएगा। नायब वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इसहाक़ डार ने कहा कि इसराइल के तौसीफ़ पसंदाना इक़दाम किसी सूरत काबिल कबूल नहीं हैं। उन्होंने कहा कि इसराइली इक़दाम मुस्लिम उम्मा के लिए शदीद तशवीश का बायस हैं। उन्होंने कहा कि गज़ा की बहाली के लिए इक़दाम ज़रूरी हैं। नायब वज़ीर-ए-आज़म ने कहा कि गज़ा में जारी जंगबंदी की खिलाफ वर्जियों